Okay, is there anything sweeter than puppy love?
Go for it.
No, not when the puppies are in our studio. And there they are, Lisa and Brad Waggoner. And this is Cody, and this is Willow. So nice to have you all back.
Thank you. It's always nice to be here.
Here's what's fun about these dogs is that I kind of got them out of their wonderful lineup, but you are such good parents, I guess I should say, and trainers. You are able to take dogs from a young age to an old age and get them to behave and be well trained and good companions.
Well,
that's our goal.
Yeah,
that's your goal.
Yeah, it is our goal. We just like to share that it's never too early to start training your dog, and it's never too late. People ask us, when should I start? And it's when you ask that question, when now. Now is the perfect time to start.
I did not mention where you are, the name of your business, but it's Cold Nose College in Murphy, North Carolina. But you service a wide area, don't you,
We
Lisa?
do. We have group classes that draw local clientele, but we've had people from 20 states this year for our weekend workshops and academies.
Actually, I think we're up to 23 states
23
now.
states. He keeps track of the states. So yeah, no matter where you are, you can take advantage of some learning, either locally with us or in our YouTube channel or training tips on Facebook as well.
So here's what I'm noticing, okay, and I've always noticed this with y'all, but I didn't realize it was so key, is that your dogs are always focused right on you. They watch you all the time. Look at Cody looking at you.
Well, you know, it's nice that you brought that up because we have a workshop called Fabulous Focus, and it's teaching focus for both ends of the leash.
Okay.
The human end and the dog end.
So just like if you're talking to a person, you need them to have that eye contact. It's
Exactly.
critical for a dog.
Exactly. Anything you want to teach your dog, the first step is the dog needs to pay attention to the handler. And guess what? The handler needs to pay attention to the dog as well. If I have my dog on leash and I'm talking to you, I'm still checking in with my dog to make sure my dog's comfortable, that I'm reinforcing my dog for really lovely behaviors, like being in a down position on live TV. That's really good.
That gets you a treat, Willow.
Yes, and so it's focused for both ends of the leash. And we now have a 6.5-hour training DVD. He's going to show it. 6.5-hour training DVD that is from our workshop.
Now this is Willow when she was a puppy. So you were talking about training at any age. She was just 8 weeks old when you began with her.
She had been in our house less than 24 hours, and I started clicker training her. So she's learning sits and downs. She's learning to pay attention to me. She's learning nose targeting in this particular moment you're looking at it.
And how long did it take you? I guess you're always working with them, right?
You know, people ask the question, how long does it take to get my dog trained? And I never put an ED on the end of trained.
Okay.
Because you're always doing it. And I'll tell people it takes, 10 to 15 years, their lifetime. You're always learning.
Okay. Now, so, but within a short period of time, though, she was responding well to you.
Exactly. So when a client goes through our basic manners class, in 6 weeks, they have a foundation of knowledge that they can then take home and continue helping their dogs learn. And the dogs have some basic foundation training. But it's not unlike learning a musical instrument. If you practice once a week,
and this is...
here on that you're seeing now is a 10-year-old Border Collie Spaniel mix who is learning recall for the first time. We have a rocket recall class and a rocket recall weekend workshop where dogs learn to return immediately at a fast pace to their handler.
And the owner of this dog said that Sirius just would not pay any attention to her, would just, as if she didn't exist. And you can see now Sirius is happily
passing
running.
a bowl of chicken to get to the handler.
So that's for the owner who maybe has a dog that if they go off and they let the dog off the leash, they just run and you can't get them back.
Yeah, if you have a nice recall where your dog will return to you when you call them, you have so much more freedom to do off-leash things with them. You have their safety in mind because they'll come back to you immediately. I enjoy lots of wonderful off-leash activities with Willow that I couldn't do otherwise if she weren't checking in with me and returning to me when I asked her to.
And is there a typical reason, though, why a dog doesn't recall?
It's a learned behavior like any other behavior, so it has to be trained.
And there's a lot of distractions outside, squirrels and birds and all kinds of good smells, and we're just boring old people.
Okay.
But we have to be better than that.
And is it important, I know you go through this in the class, but to not yell for your dog?
You know, we teach people to call their dog or give their dog cues in happy tones of voice.
Okay.
So we pick a recall cue, we charge it, give it meaning by pairing it with value, and then we start training it in a certain way. So the cue itself, before we even start using it with the dog at a small distance, has been charged and paired with food. So that cue means, oh, good things are going to happen to me.
It's like the bells on the ice cream truck.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know to go running.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, there's a third dog that you sent us some video of, and this one has only just begun training. Is that right?
And
Yeah.
And that's a golden
this is
retriever.
Tori doing some nose games, searching for a particular scent. In this case, we just started, so he's searching food. But it's great for dogs that are older, geriatric dogs. Tori wanted to participate in some agility, but because of his advanced age, wasn't quite up to that. So nose games is a great sport for dogs to participate in. And this is a great dog. He's been through one of our basic manners classes and now the nose games class, and is just having a ball at 10 years of age.
Okay, so get us started. We've got this DVD set here on the Fabulous Focus, and you have the workshop coming up on that. When does that workshop start?
We do it twice a year, once in
May and October.
Okay.
And it's a 2.5-day workshop. So this DVD, Todd's Dog came to film it in last May, and it is 6.5 hours of that weekend of focus and attention exercises, both in the training center, outside of the training center, on the agility field, and at the Riverwalk. Actually, this one isn't in the Riverwalk.
Yeah.
It was on the training
So if
center.
you
It
can't
rained.
come to Murphy, North Carolina for the 2.5
You
days,
can
you
do
can
this.
still get the whole workshop in a box.
Yes, but if you can justify going to Murphy, North
It'd be
Carolina
even
in May
better.
for 2.5
Yeah.
days, why
Yeah.
not? What a
in the spring and
fantastic
in the
place.
fall. Wonderful time, either
Okay,
one.
that's where you find them. There is their phone number and the website, Cold Nose College. One last question quickly. If you were going to recommend a place to start with your dog, is it this Fabulous Focus or is it more of a basic manners?
You know, this will give you some very good basic information on how dogs learn, the mechanics of clicker training, and how to get started.
Okay. Well, mark your calendars
Great
for
place to start.
May.
Yeah.
So great to see you,
Thanks for
Willow and
having
Cody.
us.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
We are back with more. I want a dog. Here's Jed.